Hello everyone, Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. I've been in my apartment for like a month? Yeah, a little over a month now. And now I'm really not sure if I'm safe here. It's a very uncomfortable situation. One of my roommates got really mad at me. And it wasn't even an argument. It wasn't a disagreement over some space in the apartment, nothing. It's an odd situation, but I knew he did some kind of financial investing. I had barely spoken to this guy in the month or so I lived here. One night we were talking a little, and then I asked him about it. I said, well, how would I do it, if I wanted to get started? So he signed me up, Forex trading, foreign currencies. It took like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes to sign me up. $200 to start. You pay for a broker and whatever. You can make all your money back and then some, I'm sure. I had a friend in college who made a ton of money doing that. He was a total nut. I've talked about him in videos before. He was a good friend. I'm not going to say good guy. Good friend that you've never seen on video. I've never been able to film him, except sort of once, but he threatened to sue me. And he just dropped me off where I was, or where he was when, no, he didn't just drop me off, but yeah, so I never put that video up. Anyways, I started doing it and testing the Forex trading with a dummy account. And basically, so it's like you put in an investment of just fake money just to see how it goes with these trades. It was going all right, but I did it for like a day, and I kept studying it and studying it and studying to see how to do it and how we're going to use the software. And you have to keep, every week you have to study at least a few hours and go on these Zoom calls. And I liked learning about it. What I didn't like was it was taking me away from something really important to me. It was taking me away from film courses I've now signed up for, I'm now taking, I've paid for. Film coloring, now I've signed up for 2 of those. And I'm trying to sign up for a film screenwriting one. I say trying because I'm transferring money between my banks, and now the money's being transferred and I don't have the money in either account to just pay for the course. So hopefully the spots don't fill up. But anyways, I realized I don't like myself when I'm just thinking about this and I'm getting away from filmmaking. And I already know myself. So yesterday morning, I didn't check with my and he makes commission. He makes like passive income off people who he signs up. So he signed me up. He gets money from that. I was fine with that. I'm like, hey, maybe someday I can sign people up. I realized I was stressing about how I was missing film stuff, and I missed out on being able to work on or study film and film coloring, which just gets me totally excited. This stuff, I'm like, it's not for me. And then on top of that, there's the culture of it, which is not me. On the Zoom calls and stuff, it's not my culture. I don't like it. And so I was like, well, if it's stressing me this much, I know it's not right for me. Canceled it right then. Probably, I don't know, a few minutes later. I didn't see my phone until at least a few minutes later, but he texted me, and we're both in the apartment now, and he said, what's up with this, bro? And he showed a screen cap saying I quit. And it's funny, even the website says your prospect or whatever quit, take a breath, don't assume it's anything personal or whatever. You don't know the reasons for doing it. And it's funny, already I didn't like that, how he asked that, like, what's up with this? So I was like, well, I could tell him, but he's not going to give a shit what the reasons were. And so I just said, yeah, I looked into it. It's not for me. I appreciate you helping me out. That was cool. And he went into the passive-aggressive, girl breaks up with you, or you break up with the girl, and then the other person, the breakup is like, oh, LOL, you didn't even give me a chance. Well, he went into that. It was really creepy, I admit. This was all text. I was at work by this point. He said, LOL, you didn't even give it 4 to 5 weeks to give it a chance to make, see how it goes or something. I wanted to be like, yeah, I know, I'm aware. And I think immediately after that he said, we obviously have different mindsets. So he couldn't, that's the thing, he couldn't let it go. He kept going. He was like, oh, it's too much from the pain. I've seen that from from creeps who he knew I didn't care by this point. I already quit. I didn't go to him to check. I knew he might not like it, or I'd have to explain it. But I'd be like, I got to do what's right for me. That's it. And he said, we obviously have different mindsets, meaning, yeah, I'm a loser in the gutter or whatever, and he's a winner. Um, but he said something like, please don't ever talk to me about business or investments again. Good luck. I'm like, what the fuck do I wanted to be like, you already know I'm not going to, so what's your point? But I know he's bitching out, basically. And I said, I respect that. I won't. And the truth is, I wasn't going to. I don't care. I wanted to be like, hey, I quit, remember? Like, I don't need to bring it up again. And then I wanted to be like, what kind of fucking grown man gets upset about another grown man choosing their own path in life? If someone did that with me, I'd be like, hey, no big deal. You know, it was worth a try. And then I was thinking, but that really creeped me out. And, I know that feeling. I've had a brother who's a domestic abuser. My brother attacked me several times over the years, and to this day is in denial about it. Said he didn't strangle me. It's on video. He strangled me. It's up on my channel. Not that I'm telling people go watch that, but the police saw it and they charged him with felony strangulation. Anyways, I wanted to ask, like, well, am I safe at the apartment or what? Because I was at work when he texted me this. And it was clear he was just bitched out. Like saying, oh, I can't take it. I'm going to take out my temper on you, but I'm not willing to, like, do anything about it. In a way, that doesn't mean he's never willing to do anything about it. But when I got home, he's like, hey, what's up, buddy? I'm like, this creeps me out. And, there are other things that make me uncomfortable. For one thing, it was kind of my mistake to try. I don't blame myself for trying the Forex trading, but I already knew he had a bad temper. I heard him in his room once, a few weeks ago, whatever, screaming, just tearing into someone, and I heard a big thud. So either he punched a wall or he punched something in his room. I was outside his room. The way it was set up, anyways, I won't explain the layout of the apartment. That could be him walking around now. So, I got my blanket. Oh yeah, I'm in my boxers, whatever. I got my sound insulating blanket from B&H Photo, but I realized I have no way to hang it up. These things are not big enough to go around the curtain rod that I got, so I need... Also, I haven't installed my curtain rod. I bought it, didn't install it. This thing's fucking heavy, too. So, I don't know if I should get some kind of, twisty ties, but... yeah, I have cable ties, I think, somewhere around here. Maybe in my car. But I was like, well, okay. Maybe he seems like he's forgotten about it. But I realized this guy's just impulsive. If he feels fine one minute, he's fine. If he's mad, then he's mad. And seriously, what the fuck kind of grown man gets upset about another man choosing anything? And I'm not just saying because men should do that, like, oh, as if women shouldn't be just as mature. I'm saying men, women, non-binary, doesn't matter. I just happen to be a man. He happens to be a man. I'm like, what the fuck would you care? Somebody works with me for 3 years and they say, hey, I'm quitting. I'd be like, hey, good for you. You've grown out of it. No big deal. You're doing what's right for you. So that's pathetic. And but anyways, I realize I don't trust this guy. He's one of these dipshit coach mentors, inspiration. He's posting inspirational shit. And meanwhile, he's being the lowest motherfucker to someone. And here's the weird thing. Doesn't it occur to you to get strange? Wait, what? Doesn't it occur to you that it's strange to get mad at someone who you don't know, who you live with like that, and not have any qualms about it? In other words, it seems like if he thought I didn't have a reason to ever defend myself or go to the police if I had to, not that I want to go to the police, but if I definitely don't want the police in the apartment, just because that would make everybody uncomfortable. I have no reason not to do that. If it was a more intimate partner, I'm not accusing him of this. I'm just saying, he already knows in his head I have no reason to protect him. So it's like, yeah, he's showing his fangs and backing off. The fact that he even has that thought in him, something that would never occur to me, is very uncomfortable. And so now I don't know what to do. He is planning on moving out. He showed me his new apartment. He wants some nice skyrise somewhere, high rise somewhere. He took video of his walkthrough, but I don't know when he's moving out. I'm not going to ask him now. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to do, but what I know is my instinct's never wrong. I always trust him. I don't even like saying that because, it's my instinct is never to talk about my instincts like they're so great. But I can't help, now I know this about him, I can't ever unknow it about him, that he bitched out, and that he's got this temper, and for all as being a, life, I don't know, life coach, inspiration guy, helping people get success, he's a fucking smoker, parties a lot, got a pot belly. It's like, what kind of self-respecting person are you? You can't get the discipline to get your life under control before you trying to start telling other people how to live. And it's not inherent hate of any of those things. It doesn't make you a terrible person to do that stuff. But what the fuck are you like? He's a big social media guy, and he's rich, but he's a social media guy posting about positivity and bullshit and getting it today and all that. And meanwhile, he's like stooping to carrying what I do. I don't give a fuck what anybody would do if I was in his position. So, yeah. You might think I'm overreacting. I don't care. I've been there. Anybody could think I'm overreacting. And yet I've seen it happen firsthand to me. So I'm not sure what to do. I talked a little with the guy I rent from. The good thing is he's really cool no matter what. I told him if there's any threat to my safety, I'm getting out. But this doesn't sit well. This is like he already left something horrible with me that I know about him. I'm like, oh, I can't ever look at him the same. Aside from it's pathetic and all that, like I can't get over who the fuck would care. But now that I know this about him, I'm like, that's not good to be around. Because yeah, you can think it's overreacting, and 99 times or 999 times out of 1,000, it may result in nothing happening. But what happens one night if he's on some substance, if he's drunk or high or whatever? I'm not accusing him of doing that. I don't know if he does. I know he raves, he parties. What happens if he's, his mind's altered and his inhibitions are loose, or he's had a bad day, or he's arguing with someone on the phone again and feels a little bit less in control, or as things go in life, shit happens and something doesn't go his way that's real, not this fake ass problem of my roommate won't stay on my Forex trading program. That's the problem. It may be unlikely, but when it happens, the consequences could be catastrophic. So I don't know. I got to figure out, should I try and move now for real? By the way, I think my roommate's girlfriend, the other one who had the girlfriend here, I think she moved out, or she may have moved out. I don't know. I saw some of the women's stuff in the bathroom gone. So I don't know. I think everyone in here's got a girlfriend or something. But anyways, so it might not be her. But I don't know. Let me know, because this doesn't sit well. And I don't care who I am or what I think or feel. It's like, what is out there? I detect, and I only trust what I see. I don't go by this or that. I can see somebody, a grown man, getting pissed and wanting to show it and like bare his teeth at someone and doing it over text like a little wimp. Like, why the fuck would you just tell me, to my face? That I wouldn't have been afraid of, but I'm like, he just wanted to text me about it? That tells you he was very conflicted. Like, oh, I want to yell at him, but he knows he'll be in trouble if he argues with me. I'm not saying I would attack him unprovoked. I'm saying even arguing, that could cause problems with the guy we rent from. So, I don't know. I gotta sleep. I've been working like 12-hour days. Thank goodness I'm out of here most of the time. He's home most of the time. That's another issue. So, let me know what y'all think.